So I talk about sustainability, minimalism, and frugality almost interchangeably because to me they go hand in hand in hand. I started with minimalism inspiring me to like throw my husband and I's life into complete chaos by getting rid of all of our stuff, and it was a freaking blast. It very quickly turned me down a path about learning more sustainable tactics to get rid of my stuff. So that took me into sustainability as a whole. Because if you were living a minimal lifestyle, a lot of the times the same content is pushed to you, right? You start seeing stuff about minimalism, but a lot of these people are also really engaged and interested in saving and protecting the planet by not buying too much stuff. And then that's what led me to fixing my finances. So all of this extra money that I was not spending on stuff, how can I use it to put my family in a better financial situation, pay off my debt, and start saving for my future in a more responsible way? I don't think it's an accident that these three things are connected. I think it happens to a lot of us who are interested in this corner of the internet and this niche lifestyle. Those of us who live on this little corner of YouTube don't really think about how not everyone thinks this way. It just doesn't occur to us that you might not know that it's really easy to recycle that cardboard drink box and not put it in the trash, because it would never occur to us not to try to recycle it. I digress. I know that I became fed up with being broke, unhappy, and surrounded by trash. I learned that the lifestyle I was leading was not just making me unhappy, it was also hurting the planet and hurting my finances and hurting the future that I wanted to set up for my family. So I've been at this almost just long enough that my feeds are no longer filled with like Mercari ads and Zara ads and Amazon ads. They're filled with content by Go Gently and Shell Bizzle and Catherine Kellogg. So now I'm just kind of like immersed in this world, and the habits are second nature to think about how to just be a better person on the planet. These kinds of posts refresh my spirit. They inspire me to be creative and find new ways in my home and at work so that my biggest footprint on the planet is not my trash. Because think about it, a majority of people on this planet, their longest lasting legacy will be the trash they left here. Oh my God, I don't want that to be me. I want my legacy to be the good that I did in the world, the constructive. But that will be the reality for so many people. Okay, that got really heavy really fast. This list of stuff is the stuff that I am doing this year that helps me be more minimal, helps me be more sustainable, and helps me live a super frugal lifestyle while I start trying to pay off all my debt. And if you don't know that I'm trying to do that, go check out this video all about my no buy year, which is very quickly turning into a low buy year. Now, all the things on this list may not be right for you because of your circumstances, where you live, who's in your household. But if one of them is right for you and you implement it, you're going to start doing more good for the world. And who doesn't want to do that? And one of these things might really help your life like they're helping mine. Composting. So this one is new. We got a compost tumbler from my brother and sister-in-law for Christmas. Yes, for those conscientious viewers, it is the same brother and sister-in-law who bought me a SodaStream in 2020 and who changed my life. They're very supportive of this lifestyle. They are also like minimalist without trying. So I'm just glad that they're helping me be better. We have no idea what we're doing with this compost tumbler. It did not come with instructions. I looked up stuff on YouTube to learn that I literally just needed to add like my food stuff and leaves and sticks every once in a while. Spin it and wait for it to turn into dirt, because apparently that's how dirt can be made. We keep a bag or a Tupperware in our freezer, and so then we fill it up and then we take it out to the compost tumbler. I'll keep you posted on how this is going, but my husband really says that it's impacting our trash a lot. We're down to like 1 bag a week plus like a bag of diapers, but I think it might be time for another trash audit. Stay tuned for maybe a video about a trash audit, especially if you're like, what's a trash audit? Secondhand clothes with places like ThredUp, Goodwill, Plato's Closet, Uptown Cheapskate. Insert your local thrift store here. Once Upon a Child. All of these places have brand new clothing with tags still on them that have like literally never been worn. Meaning like stuff that someone bought and literally never wore and then donated because they never wore it. So you're like, ew, secondhand clothes are gross. Argument is not real. So most of the stuff I buy on ThredUp is stuff that's new with tags. Not all the time, because I'm not that bougie. All the clothes my baby has ever worn have been secondhand. They've either come from a consignment sale or they came from his cousin Sabrina or Once Upon a Child. He will one day want the latest, overpriced, fashion trend. But until then, or at least until he can wipe his own butt, he will wear cute secondhand clothes that I provide for him. The stuff that I've worn from places like ThredUp or thrift stores has lasted me so long. And as long as I take care of them properly, they stay in great shape. So I guess I'm just thankful for people who donate to places like that, because although they may be maybe not wearing it as much as they could be, I am, and that's good. And like all the science and math and stuff is for other videos on YouTube. All I know is that the fashion industry adds a ton of waste to the planet. And the very least I can do is buy as many secondhand clothes as possible. One of my goals for this year is to only buy secondhand clothing. So far, we've done it. Period underwear. Just a disclaimer, I don't buy this secondhand. Not sure how that would work. But since having a baby, sorry if this is TMI, my period has been a mess. I used to absolutely adore my salt cup. I had the littler one, it was really great. I had really figured it out. I'd been using it for years. Then I had a baby. And after the initial postpartum time, I was like, great, I'll just get the bigger cup because that's what they recommend post-baby. And we will go back to the same fantastic zero waste period system I had set up. My body disagreed. So I caved and bought a pair of salt underwear, which is just a particular brand. They are not sponsoring this video, but it would be cool if they did. It holds lots. They're so comfortable. They are easy to wash and dry. They hold up really great in the washer and dryer. They're not supposed to go in the dryer, but they've accidentally been in the dryer. So now I've got 3 pairs to cover my heaviest days. Now my problem with this is that there's a huge upfront cost. They're like $30 a pair. And it's not like you can go without for a little while and then save up to buy a pair. You can't go without period products. Don't even get me started about how we have to pay for these things anyway and that they're taxed. I know people go without, but it is just so terrible. Since I was able to do this initial investment, I am thankful that I am now going to not only be spending less money on these products going forward, but that this is basically an entirely zero waste way to have a period. SodaStream, the best thing I've done for the planet ever. As you know, or you may not know, my SodaStream got broken and I'm devastated. Now the lifespan of these things is 2 years. We've had it for 4, but it is so good. No comparison. I love caffeine. I will have to continue to have it. And I love Diet Coke. It's my vice. There are worse ones. Seriously, the amount of cans and bottles that this saves me and saves the planet is just absolutely insane. So much. So I'm thrilled with my only bottle. It's just so simple. It's so easy. If you are a bubbly water girly, stop buying LaCroix and get a SodaStream. I don't know what else to say. Uh-oh. Waked up, baby. Okay, I have to go get this screaming baby. I'll be right back. Hi. You smile? Say hello. Otis, did you have something to say? What a riot. What a life I lead. But you might be saying to yourself, Casey, all of these things cost money. There is a startup investment. His little face. What can I do to not buy anything and start a new life today? Right now. Where you just throw your computer or your phone out the door and you just start living a better life right now. You don't want to spend money, you want to save money. Don't worry, I've got tips for you too right now. So here are the absolute free things you can do to help me save the planet. Clean regularly. This may seem odd. What are you talking about, Casey? What does cleaning have to do with saving the planet? This sounds insane, and so many of my friends laugh at me about this, but I have a weekly cleaning list. Every Sunday, me and my husband do the things on this list to maintain our home. Yes, I scrub toilets every week. Yes, I mop every other week, interchanging with sheet changing. We vacuum. We do the laundry. We scoop the litter box every week. Why? Because my space is a reflection of the inside of my brain. When my house is clean, I'm able to focus on what I need to accomplish for him, for the cat, for my house, for my job. We have this really awesome new system that we're building for our little family. So essentially, while I'm cleaning every week, the things that need regular maintenance in our house get done and don't get to a point where they are so neglected that they need more extensive or expensive repairs. Anything that's in too rough of a shape can then be evaluated for either leaving our home or getting the repairs and maintenance that it needs. And then that helps like my silent to-do list in my head, like not get clogged up with like, oh, like I need to replace this valve in the toilet, or we just need a new toilet, or the sink is really dirty and it's now clogged and so I'm gonna have to spend even more time unclogging the sink. These things happen like naturally anyway, but with regular maintenance, they happen less often. I have this kind of stuff in place, like the cleaning list and my bullet journal and my very organized and meticulous calendar that help me keep that internal list short. So basically, if you're interacting with your space in a deep way on a regular basis, you are bound to not let the shower drain get clogged or to let the toilet get so dirty you can't use it. This means cleaning your body too, like brush your teeth and floss your teeth when you should, to prevent more expensive dentist bills down the line. Bathe regularly. It has been proven that you live longer if you are cleaner. Don't believe me? Look it up. A weekly declutter. So on that weekly cleaning list, I also have a Goodwill collection slot. So essentially when I'm going through the house, if there's anything that I get really tired of cleaning, I can collect it and send it on to a home that might be able to use it more efficiently than I am. This item on the to-do list really helped us when we first moved into this house because there were things that we used in the other house that we didn't need here. There were things that we needed here we didn't have at the other house. So we were able to get rid of the things that we didn't need anymore and start saving for the things that we did need here. Nowadays, we run into the issue of not having anything for the Goodwill collection because we just have so little in the house. Everything we have, we are actively using here. We've basically gotten it down to the bare minimum. And if you don't believe me, go watch my I Counted Everything video. Moral of the story, like you probably don't have as much in your house as you think you do. We didn't, but it's still on the list to encourage us to like keep an eye out. Are you just gonna sit here for the rest of the video? Okay, I only have 2 more things anyway. Sell things. When you collect these things, if you're like, I don't wanna take this to Goodwill, I can get some money for this. List that stuff on Facebook Marketplace. I love listing things on Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace, as I have said before, is the only good thing about Facebook. I've sold all sorts of shit on Facebook Marketplace. My husband just expects the doorbell to ring at weird hours on the weekends with people coming to collect things from our house. It does take some time. It does take some patience. Oh my God. I no longer also have giant piles of things in my house just waiting to be sold. I give myself very specific timelines. So like for this month, I had a bunch of stuff that I wanted to sell. There are 2 things that still haven't sold, so they're getting dropped off for donation today. If you are gonna sell stuff, make sure it doesn't stay in your house for a really long time. That's more of like a minimal note, but it's still important. Facebook Marketplace is just easier for people than like going to a thrift store. They can like, it's like Amazon for broke people. And I'm one of those broke people. We bought a whole king size mattress with the money we made from Facebook Marketplace last year. It works. Free activities. So my absolute new favorite thing is baby story time at our public library. The first one was maybe not the biggest success, but every additional time that we've gone, Emmett starts to understand the routine of the class and the fact that we sing songs and then we read a book and then we make some music and it's so much fun. But it gets him out of the house, it gets him interacting with other babies since he's not in preschool or daycare right now. And that's really important to me. We were also gifted a museum pass, which was a Christmas gift. It does mean someone else has to buy it for you, I guess, but they have all sorts of programming. So every time we go, we get to be a part of that programming. We get to hang out in the toddler section and the baby section, see the art. He loves looking at art. It's also free parking. It's basically like an entire free activity. So if you can find those things in your community, yeah, we like it a lot. If we can find those things in the community of the free library classes for your babies or going to an art museum on its free days, that kind of stuff, when you have discipline, can be completely free, but give you a lot of good memories. Because yes, it's tempting to like go into the museum for free and spend a bunch of money in the gift shop or spend money on food and lunch. Pack a picnic. And also, if you have a baby, they probably don't know about the gift shop. That's a you problem. But I digress. So is it completely free? No. But it costs you nothing to ask for something like that for your next birthday, anniversary, Flag Day, Christmas, so that you have an entire year of getting out and about. I think every year for Christmas, I'm just gonna ask my parents for like a membership to a new cool place for me and Emmett to go, like the Children's Museum or the Science Museum. So there you have it, 8 whole things you can do today. Just pick one, and try it. What is the actual worst that can happen? Take this little tiny baby challenge and see if you can complete it. I dare you. It's official, I've dared you, you have to do it. But maybe you won't, maybe you can't. But can't never could in this house, so figure it out. That was like aggressively Southern, but it's true. Our planet, your wallet, and the landfills depend on it. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you. If you do not subscribe, I put out content whenever I feel like it. I'm not sticking to a schedule. I make videos when I'm inspired to make them. So if you want actual like useful content instead of just content on a regular schedule, hit that subscribe button. We can be friends. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Can you say bye, Emmett? Bye, baby. That's so good.